Welcome back, guys. I trust you've been staying safe. Now, this is a breaking news, and it's about Dutch international football star Quincy Promes, and he has reportedly been prosecuted in the Netherlands under the accusation of trying to ship about 1,300 kilos of cocaine from Russia to the Netherlands. It doesn't end there. It actually gets worse because he is again being charged with attempted murder of a relative of his. These are two major crimes that, if found guilty of, could put either his football career on a pause or might as well end his career. This is the true crime story of how this footballer's promising football career has suddenly come to a point where it's at the juncture of being threatened to its end due to these charges. If you are ready for this true crime story, just buckle up and let's go. Before we get into today's story, kindly support our campaign against femicide by going to the comment section and typing hashtag please stop the femicide or hashtag say no to femicide to support our campaign. Again, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. Our analytics have let us know that most of you viewers who watch our videos have not actually subscribed to our channel, and this is hurting the channel and the campaign as well. Kindly just hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet done so, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much, and also if you're a new one, thank you for subscribing. Now to the case at hand. Quincy Anton Promes' career is on the high, or let me say was on the high, but everything began to be threatened since December 2020, when Promes was detained as a suspect in a stabbing incident which had happened earlier in July of that year. He was subsequently released shortly thereafter, pending investigation. Now, the victim of this incident was a relative of Promes who allegedly got into an argument with him before the incident would lead to that outcome. Now, Promes denied involvement in the incident, but in November of 2021, Dutch prosecutors concluded that he should be prosecuted for the offense. Fast forward, in March 2022, it was announced the specific charges that would be leveled against Quincy Promes would be that he faces an attempted murder charge. Subsequently, a court date was initially set for the 30th of March 2022, but then it was later postponed due to a key participant of the trial falling ill, and a new date was also not immediately set. Again, no travel restrictions had been imposed on Promes at the time, but then his assets in the Netherlands had been temporarily confiscated, and he had therefore been able to avoid pausing his career. To an extent, I think that was good news for Promes, because until this case would be heard and maybe decided on, he still got to do what he loves doing, that's playing football. Now, on the 21st of October 2022, a court set 3rd March 2023 as the new date for Promes' criminal trial. Promes did not show up for the opening of his trial, opting to remain in Russia, which, by the way, the Netherlands does not have an extradition treaty with. So they couldn't get him out of Russia to the Netherlands because Netherlands as a country does not have an extradition treaty with Russia. Prosecutors had requested a 2-year prison sentence, and this was lingering. But then on the 15th of March 2023, it was reported that the trial was paused to assess the legality of a key piece of evidence. Now, this evidence actually referred to recordings of Promes speaking about his role in the stabbing in a call with his father, which the defense has argued cannot be admissible in court as the warrant to tap Promes' phone was issued based on an unrelated investigation into drug trafficking. It gets a bit dicey there because if you obtain a warrant to tap a phone for something specific and in doing so you end up finding something else, it becomes a bit tricky and the law has to take its course as to the decision of whether that new thing you found, which was not the main reason for you obtaining the warrant to tap the call, can still be admissible, but the law will finally take its course at the end of the day. So ultimately, it was determined that the attempted murder charge would be downgraded to an assault charge. This seemed to be good news, obviously, because if you have a pending charge of attempted murder against you, reduced down to an assault charge, to an extent, it's like moving from worse to bad, which is good, if you get it. But then it got worse again, because on the 30th of May 2022, the Dutch Open Bar Murd3r, and that's the Public Prosecution Service of the Netherlands, confirmed that after conducting the drug trafficking investigation, they had decided to prosecute Promes on those accusations as well, claiming that he attempted to import over 1.3 metric tons of cocaine back in January 2020. As a result, they have actually set a court date for 5th of June 2023, where it will be determined how the cases should proceed. So 5th of June is basically like 4 days away. And I don't want to be Quincy Promes on all of this. This guy is doing an amazing job as a footballer. He's one of the promising young stars. He's a father of 3, he's married, he has family around him. This, if found guilty of, or let me say this, if he's found guilty of, is going to really affect him as an individual. It's going to affect his football career, and it's going to affect his brand, actually. I don't know how this is going to go. I can't say I wish him all the best because it's a trial, or it's likely to be a trial. So I'm on the fence on this one. And if you look at the statistics of Quincy Promes' career, it's so impressive. Currently playing for Spartak Moscow as their number 10, and with a history spanning from his youth career with RKSV DCG, also playing for Ajax in 2002 to 2008, and then moving from Ajax in 2008 to Haarlem from 2008 to 2009, and then moving on to 20 from 2009 to 2012. And those were his youth career. And for his senior career, he's played for 20. He's played for Go Ahead Eagles on loan. He's played for Spartak Moscow, where he appeared 115 times. He's played for Sevilla. He's played for Ajax as of 2019 to 2021. And he's now back at Spartak Moscow. And he's also played for the Netherlands in their national teams from 2011, where he played in the under-19, he played also for the under-20, he played for the under-21, and he played for the senior national side from 2014 to 2021. This is a guy who has been through a lot of experience as far as football is concerned. He has met very prominent people in the football world, meeting Pele at a very tender age. He has been around. This guy is also into music, and I've listened to some of his tracks. They are good. He does a lot of things, and I hope that this case, I hope the law takes its course, because I'm on the fence actually. If he's found guilty, it's up to the law to decide. But I hope that whatever the decision is, it wouldn't destroy his career to an extent where it would be irreparable. I don't know if a deal of a sort could be reached. I leave that to the courts. I don't want to speak about criminal proceedings. I don't want to speak about the details of whatever is going to happen in court. But this is what is happening with Quincy Promes as at now. What do you think this whole thing is going to be in the end? Do you think it's going to derail his career? Do you think that whatever the outcome, he's still young and he has the probability and opportunity to still bounce back after all is said and done? Leave your comments in the comment section. But again, like I said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. We appreciate your support. Don't forget to leave a comment on femicide to support our campaign and share this video. We'll catch you next time. Keep an eye out and stay safe out there.